There we go. Welcome back to Paint Hand and Live. It's damn mic every time. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. So, last episode, we started painting these guys. Here, we'll give you a little close-up look on them. So, Otto and Ethrac. And today, we're going to try to finish them. So, it's been a fun week. It went by really fast. I'm working on the next video. It should be out soon. It is a competition piece that I submitted for last weekend. I lost. That's okay. I'm really happy with the piece. It's pretty cool. I kind of want to spoil it right now, but I don't really want to spoil the content I'm trying to make. But it is really cool. So if you guys harp me enough, I just might break and check it out. Okay, so I haven't really decided what we're going to start with. Well, I've kind of decided what we're going to start with, but I haven't decided totally what I'm going to do with these guys. I figure what I'm going to start with is some tainted gold on the pauldrons, some skull and bone on the skulls, obviously. Like, kind of hit the things that I think would naturally be the colors they are, and then start playing with the fun colors and washes and details after. So I guess we'll get to it. I'll bust out some metallic paints and we'll get going. Make sure we can get a good view of everything here. Alright, yeah. Let me do a little quick camera check. There we go. There we go. Alright. So far, no tech issues. Everything's smooth. Okie dokie. So, let's get our metallic paint going. I'm going to use tainted gold. And I have this cursed blade here that looks kind of nice. It's very much like, actually, let's see, it's got a, what is this akin to? Unique to the Dungeons and Dragons set. So this cursed blade is only cursed blade. It kind of looked like evil chrome, but maybe a little darker, a little more luster. We'll see. I'm going with it though. Alright, let's just choose a brush here. Where's the fun part? Get over here, you. Bring our water a little closer. It's a little murky, but that's okay. We'll get started. Ooh, that's bright. Not sure what's causing that glare, but the lights are the same as they usually are. So, ooh, I can feel it kind of clogging, like it's gonna do the ketchup burst explosion. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. All right, I think it's just the desk glare in my face. So, because I can feel that clog, I'm going to use this wire. I'm just going to poke that in there like this. Ooh, yeah, that's sticky. I'm just going to whip that off. And, oh yeah, give it a little mix. Should have done that. There, much better. Okay. So, I'm going to try to keep my eye on the chats and see how y'all are doing while I paint. Boo-boo-boo. Oh, that's in my way there. Catch it first, I'm guilty of that one. We all are sometimes. You just go, come on, paint! And shoot out a big glob of paint all over. And then we go, oh crap, now I gotta use it all. Because I can't let it go to waste. I think because I didn't mix it very well. There's a little extra medium. Let's see if I can't make this a little closer. If the viewing angle is a little tricky for y'all, I can try to crop and zoom that in, let me know. I know this, some of the tight focus stuff is a little tricky with these cameras. I don't have like any fancy lenses or anything. I can't even hook up my phone. I don't even know how to like link my phone. I guess I could try to get an IP app or something, turn it into an IP cam. My phone has some of the nice close-up footage that you see in my videos. Ah! Happy Friday, good sir! Oh, that's awesome. How you doing, man? How's your week been? Dude, I'm stoked you're here. It makes me really happy. I'm gonna be distracted with the chat now. I'm just gonna be staring at it. Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I got no, I was licking my wounds pretty hard after that last contest loss. You know, I had a moment of like, oh man, I thought it was so good. And it really is good. Like when I look at it, it puts a smile on my face every time. So I can't get hung up with, you know, does it win or lose? That's not the point of these things, you know? Everyone that enters wins. And you can't lose with it. So yeah, dude, we gotta see your art too one day. You know, you gotta set up a social media platform. Honestly, woodworking is awesome. Okay, so I'm just kind of slap hazard. I'm just gonna paint this whole other pauldron gold. I'm gonna get this dude out of the way. You know, he's gonna go back home, hang out with his brother up there. I'm just gonna put some gold on this. I'll try to avoid these little circles, but if I get him, I get him. I'm not too worried. We're just having fun, right? Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a fun piece. Actually, I'll show you something else I'm working on. Hold on, let me get this other pauldron and the paint off my brush. This is another piece I'm actually really excited for, because it's something new to me, and I always like trying new stuff. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna have to whip my chair around. Okay. Well, that's looking pretty good for his tainted gold. Tainted gold. Oh, tainted gold. Hopefully I don't get dinged for copyright for that. It's gold. I said gold. I'm just gonna keep going with all this. And it's very pitted, all his armor. You can see there's little pock marks and scuffs and dents in it, which I'm not too worried about right now. I'm not going to avoid him. I'm going to go right over him, and we can wash right into him later. And just slather it all on there. Where am I at here? Hold on. I'm gonna kind of water this down a bit so it kind of gives a little more of a translucency. Try to preserve some of that shading. It's not often you want to water down your metallics. Usually you want your metallic paints to go on nice and opaque metally. But I find sometimes if you have a nice, get that nice little mix, you can kind of just sit it on your paint there, and you'll still preserve some of that shadow. That I kind of killed. That's very bright. Okay, scratch what I just said. No, I stand by it. Sometimes it works better than others. That whole pauldron was a little bright though, so yeah, that's actually sitting kind of nice. I gotta have faith, let it do its thing. Come back to it if I need to. Yeah, we'll come back to those greaves. Maybe we'll use a little bit of Curse Blade on that. I'm just gonna wash a little more of this gold up here. Maybe I can touch a little in these buckles too. These buckles look like they could use a little something. I might come back with some lead belcher or something a little more what's the word? Dark and gothic metal. Well, that gold does sit nice on those. I'll have to come back in with the leather brown and tap all those little, the middle of the belt buckle where the belt feeds through it. So I'll come back once this is dry and just do the same little boop 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 with a leather. For now I'm just gonna cover them in gold. We like gold. Okay, the chainmail I'll do something else. Do the chainmail silver or the curse blade. We'll see how that sits. Okay, hold on. Let me switch this so we can get a view here. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so one of the things I actually wanted to, like, ooh, I'm working on this one now, is I was watching a podcast by Chetzar, who's the guy who picked that, and it's called the Dark Art Society, and it's a really inspiring podcast, and it's Chet interviewing other artists, and they just kind of shoot the shit about art. And so I've been kind of thinking, like, I want to paint a canvas, and I have inspiration right in front of me, because they talk about being inspired and working with other art. So I kind of stared at it for a while, and then I turned my back, and then on this desk here started working on it. And the odd time, I'll admit, I kind of like and glance back, but I'm gonna try to oil paint that. That's like the sketch on canvas, and I'll go over with paint. I've never really done a canvas before, so that should look pretty cool if I can get it accurately. I kind of went with his influence on the face, but I kind of smeared it a little. I tried to give this eye a bit of an opening, but I want it buried but like alive in there. And I'm going to try to have him share the mouth hole, throat, and put a tongue in there. It's kind of a little more cartoony, but I'm actually really happy with how it came. So we'll see how that comes along. That'll be a work in progress to keep the updates with. You know, something new and fun. I've never done a canvas, and I think that'll be a cool one. Alright, so I'm going to switch back. That was just something I wanted to share quick, and we'll get back to Otto. There we go. Bang. Yikes! And keep corner of my eye on the chat. And we're gonna get, where'd I put that curse blade? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that came out. Well, it's not done yet. I haven't even put paint on the canvas yet. It's all just sketch with pencil. And I feel like I may have been a little heavy-handed with my pencil. But, you know, I'll use it. I'll work with it. Learning experience, right? Okay, so we're gonna test out a little bit of this curse blade. And we're just gonna slap that on here. I hope you guys can see that okay. If not, you know, give me a scream at me through the comments. A little thick on the brush, we'll take some of that off there. Make a working palette on the hand. There. I think gold was the first hand paint of the session. We'll follow it up with this. I'll have a nice shiny mitt by the end of it. Now this I am trying to be a little more precise with than the tainted gold. The tainted gold kind of is that greenish, and this is a little more, looks brighter, like more luster. So I do not want to really spill that on his flesh, or as little as possible, so then I'll have to go back over. Metal on metal's fine, but I get this covered up too much. Or I guess this cloth too. You really don't want your cloth to look like metal. Guess there's a pun about sheet metal in there somewhere. I don't know, I'll work on it. There it is. There's the first little boop. There, sheet metal. Oh, shitty sheet metal. It's okay, we can clean that up. I'm pretty sure that is a, I used a plasmatic bolt for that, but there's a, Airman Blue Citadel paint that matches very nicely and does very good coverage. I'm pretty sure it's Airman Blue. It's almost teal. Like a bluey turquoise. Yeah, I like this cursed blade. Makes for a good cursed chainmail too. Ooh. He's got like a little tentacle coming out of there. Oh, Nurgle. A lot of Nurgles have those tentacle thingies. Maybe we'll do that little detail a fun color. Some pop. Oh, there it is again. It's like after the third scratch, you stop caring and just know you're going back. Like, whatever, let's make a mess now. I gotta go back anyway. There's always that hope that, like, I'll do this perfect the very first time without touching anything I don't want to touch. No. No. Just make that blob quick and, I don't want to say rip the band-aid off and just intentionally mess up stuff, but don't worry too much about being perfect. I think that kind of anxiety in art freezes us up a lot. And especially after trying to work with a canvas, I feel like it's kind of a blessing to have a miniature. Like, someone did a lot of the canvas preparation for me, and I just gotta make it look really cool with colors. But to, like, conceptualize a character like this, that's actually quite challenging. I don't know, maybe it comes naturally to some, but we're gonna put this on his greaves, see how that looks. I can make it work. I don't love it, but it actually kind of, now that I'm looking at this bony sort of kneecap, I'm kind of like, you know what, I'd rather it this kind of off color. I can dust it up and make it match this bone. That'll be okay. But maybe not the best choice for the boot. Nah. Let's see if we can't pull some of that off. Go with the green. Scrubby, scrubby, scrubby. Washy, washy, washy. Washy, washy, washy. There we go. Done. Grab a little spongy. Huh. Man, the characters in Elden Ring. They're like, that's what I mean. Like the dude who designs the character, well, team people, everyone. The whole process of character design for that game it's awesome. They should make miniatures for Elden. I'm sure they do make miniatures for Elden Ring. I'm sure you could probably type it in and you'll find a bunch of studios that make STLs for them. I do have some 3D printing stuff, but I'm honestly not the greatest at 3D printing. But, you know, learning new stuff. It is fun to play with. I've only ever used the filament printer that I have. I've never used the resin one yet. It's just kind of sitting there. You know, there's enough stuff in my shame closet that I could be busy for a bit without having to fire those up. But I have been wanting to fire up the even just the filament one to just bang out some stuff. I think I'm just gonna be having trouble being happy with this boot no matter what. So I'm just gonna march forward with it. We're going with the tainted gold again, and we'll figure out what we do with it after. Whether we wash it or paint over it or chrome it out or steel it down. You know, maybe give it some oxidation. Give it that green sort of oxide tilt into the green. But then you might lose him on his legs because he's all green. Maybe we take it more rusty. Maybe go some umbery. Pull some yellow and maybe not yellow, like brown into the gold. And fight the green. That sounds like a better idea. Yeah. Okay, he's got some shiny boots. Old Greaves, I guess. I haven't done his foot pieces yet. We'll see. I gotta get that mail in the front too. Just take the lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Kickstarters out there. They're very I'll say integrated fully with the hobby community, but you know, it's a good thing, I want to say, because you get, you know, it gives people and gamers the ability to create and explore the creation of stuff they want, kind of like by gamers for gamers. So as much as there's a drive for profit, there's also a drive for a quality product, and a product that fills a niche very specifically. Like, oh, I want a game that does this. Someone in Kickstarter might have the same idea of what they want in a game, and now you can make it happen. So for an example, I wanted an Evil Dead 2 board game full of Evil Dead 2 miniatures, and I bought into that one hard. I wanted the wooden dice. If you know about this Kickstarter, you'll know about the wooden dice. I wanted those wooden dice. Yeah, it fell apart and it just died. The guy took it and ran, and then like years later, Jasco picked up Evil Dead 2, the board game, and then they re-kickstarted it again. They were like, hey, we're bringing this back to life. If you're a sponsor and we make our goal, you will get yours. So yeah, that was actually quite an adventure of a Kickstarter. I never got those dice. I never got the wooden dice. The game came with dice. The game was actually quite cool. And the miniatures in it were fantastic. That's actually one of those sets that I look at and go, I don't know if I'm good enough to do what I want with them. You know, I have a little Ash with the chainsaw hand and the shotgun, and it's like that will be. I want that to be a really good piece, and I don't feel confident I could do his face like nicked up with the cuts and stuff as perfect as I want it to be. So I've kind of left that one in the shame closet. One day. But yeah, that's one of my what you call them, the cursed minis? Ones that sit in your closet and you look at it over and over and go, I'm not there yet. But if you keep looking at it like that, maybe I'll never get there. Ash will never get painted. And that would be an even worse tragedy than painting it badly. You know? It makes a lot more sense now that I'm saying it out loud rather than just thinking it in my head. Yeah, it was an emotional roller coaster, that one. Okay, I think I'm gonna bust out something a little more steely. Just gonna dip into the goodie bin here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, nope. Can't quite see the back of the drawer, so I'm just kind of feeling around. There you are. It's a airbrush lead belcher. So I like it because normal lead belcher is really thick, and my pot of it's actually a little chunky too. Like it was one of my earlier paints, and I'm pretty sure I've left it open and side scrapings are piled in, and it's just a hard paint to work with smoothly and thin layers. But the airbrush paint is actually quite nice. So I've kind of just turned to that now for my use of lead belcher. Okay, let's start up here. It's a little heavy. Take some of that away. Just going. Ooh. I think I see a loose hair on my brush. I get, if you're ever painting a mini, you'll get that kind of fork in your bristles and you'll be like, oh no! I might be fighting one of those. I want to add some color to those rings. I don't want to just silver them out. Now I'm intentionally trying to find a spot to hide this stuff. I got it out, I may as well use it, right? Tell you what, we'll water some down very heavily. Get some of that extra medium up there. Didn't quite mix. We'll grab a nice scoop of water. You know what? Now that I say that out loud, big scoop of water sounds pretty good. If you have water, you know, drink some water. It's good to stay hydrated. Keep your paint hydrated. So I'm actually just trying to make this a really metally wash. Let's see what that happens when I put it on the boot. Hopefully, well, to dirty it up a bit, kind of make a little bit of a wishy-washy metally. Trying to just kind of take all these three metals and layer them into one kind of shiny off yellow boot. And we'll dirty the hell out of them later. Let's wash all that down. That's a little heavy there. Keep that sponge handy. There we go. That's better. And there's some shiny boots. That'll do for now. Alright. Let's have some fun with color now. So he's got some of his guts hanging out or something. I can't really tell. They look kind of putridy guts. It looks like there might even be a little maggot or something there. Take some, what do we got? Vampire garments. I'm gonna start throwing some red into this green. And we're gonna use, get up your side, buddy. Some of this pink horror. A good mix. Drop a little on the wet palette. Probably gonna water down this vampire garment significantly. Oh, that's good though. Let's do a little bit of that. Now I might even go at this with a smaller brush, just because I'm going to try to get in all those little wrinkle marks. Or at least something with a bit more of a point. So that might be okay. Drop a little water there. There we go. Put that away. Alright. So I'm just going to get in there in these little sores and wounds with the red. Hopefully you can see okay. You know, give me hell if you can't in the comment section. Hopefully I'll figure it out. Yeah, we're just gonna go about these with some red and some pink. And some pops of color to these wounds. And these guys are not exactly healthy fellows. They're hardy, but they're not healthy. So I'm just gonna find all these ulcers and give them a little poke. Oh, that sounds so unpleasant, getting poked in an ulcer. It just sounds terrible. I feel like this guy and his nerdliness doesn't mind though. He's cool with it. He's like, yeah man, poke away. Makes me stronger. It's like an unspoken rule that the better your model is painted, the better the dice roll for them. Like something about the dice gods like well-painted models. And I back that up with absolutely no evidence. No, your paint jobs, if there's paint on the model, it's awesome. But it makes no difference to how they play out in the game. That's a totally different aspect of this. It's beyond me. So I'm gonna keep going with this red. I'm just gonna dab a little red in there. Boop, 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 boop. If you're just joining me now, welcome. Feel free to say hello in the chat. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday evening. Sorry, I'm kind of half talking to the model. But yeah, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us, and feel free to say hello in the chat there. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I know I'm having a wonderful Friday, so I get to hang out with you guys. So I'm just kind of going about the red with little dots here and there. I'm just kind of making the joke that I'm poking his ulcers, which isn't a very friendly joke. That's quite mean to this guy, but he's a Nurgle, so he doesn't mind. That's how these guys do. Now he looks less like a blob, and just with these little dots on the side there, it's starting to look a little more lively, a little more warm. He does have a lot of these little sores, though. Must be a tough life being a Nurgle. Even if you're a great champion of Nurgle like these guys. Now, I'm hitting them all with red. Oh, wow, what was that? Someone might be lighting off fireworks outside. God, I hope that's fireworks. So, I'm going over all this with red right now. And I'm gonna go back over some of them with a little bit of pink. Maybe a little yellow. He's got a lot of those pox marks. So small. Thoughts are small, but okay. Yeah, it is a little small. It's less extravagant than painting Garek over there. But it's okay to paint the small details too. I apologize if this is a tedium. Hold on, I'll see if I can fix something for you guys. Let's get this going, get this going. Okay, I'm doing my techie bestest here. Bear with. A little better? I'll try to keep my eye on the comment section for that. I kind of just grabbed and cropped the image on my thingy, so... Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the feedback, by the way. That is very helpful. Because sometimes when I'm painting, I can't really tell. Like, I can see what I'm doing. I can't really see, in the end, how it all comes together and appears to you guys. So it is very helpful when I have a little bit of feedback. Maybe I'm stuck in the zone or something. It is very helpful. And if I can absolutely, help make it better for you guys, I will. That's all part of learning and all part of the journey, right? And I appreciate you taking the journey with me. I think I got... Oh no, he's got some on his leg too. Missed those. His leg looks very sore. Almost looks like a different kind of sore there. Very small dots. Okay, that actually looks really nice. I like that pop of red. Probably go back in with a bit of yellow for those dots. You know what? That little section there, I think, was a bit of a sprue cut. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna tap it red and call it a sore, even if it's a jaggedy sprue. This section here is hard to make out what's actually going on. Looks like he's got guts exploding out of him. Oh, to be continued on that. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna get some yellow and some pink going. Well, I got pink going. I'm gonna get yellow. Rumbly. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna try to pan out and split the D here, because that is a little blown up. If we can make him bigger, but keep him all in frame. Alrighty, now I'm gonna be very, like, thinking, does it look better? Does it look good? Does it look good like this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Alright, sorry about that. Yeah. Tech troubleshooting. Ooh. You get paint on your hand. Let your paintbrush slip. Paintbrush slide. Oh, that is quite watery. I don't want that. That's gonna wash everywhere. That's gonna get everywhere. I do not want that. If you don't get paint on our hands, we're doing it wrong. At least I'm doing it wrong. Alright, let's thicken this yellow up. There we go. We can cut up with a little bit of that paint. Just go whoosh, 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 whoosh. That should do it. Look at that. That's what we want right there. Oh god. Why does this feel so familiar? Yellow dots. Something tells me they would actually look better with a touch of pink and yellow on top. I feel like that'll give me more of what I'm looking for. So let's try it. I have no idea if this will work. And the fact that yellow's down might even mess me up more. But we're gonna try it. And we're gonna like it. Even if it looks like he's got bubble gum all over him. Because we're gonna fix it later. Or now. But we're just gonna keep painting, baby. Maybe I'm putting a little too much pink. Thin it out a little. Ooh, drag a little bit there. Put some water on it. Whoosh whoosh. Okay, that's less controllable, but more what I want. Nope. Uncontrollable. Too wet. Steal it from this side now. Pick that up. Put happy little dots all over him. There we go. Oh yeah. That's alright. Now we can come back in with that yellow and see if that made things worse or better. We're undecided. If you're just joining us now, I'm wishing you a very happy Friday. Or perhaps maybe it's a Saturday. You know, we do have a knack of traveling through time on YouTube. You know, this is very much a time machine for time zones. And that's something I very much love about it too. You get to meet people from all over the world, to hang out with people. You get to, you know, connect with people. Like while I watched the Dark Art Society podcast, I actually got to chat with Chet Czar. Get this, the artist he was talking with, he's Canadian. His name is Dave Cooper, fantastic artist. He knew of Oshawa. I'll just put it that he knew. I was like, oh my goodness, it made my day. He's a fellow Canadian, so that kind of helps if you're from Canada, or especially I guess Ontario specifically. But it was actually really nice to, you know, connect with artists that are so inspiring. And when you see their work and, you know, so you see the platforms they work from, you kind of feel like, you know, that's, you know, inaccessible. Like, oh, this guy wouldn't even have time for me. But like, I don't know, just goes to show you, right? It was actually a really good feeling and a very good experience. And it especially put the wind back in my sails after, you know, having to hustle with my last painting and editing. It's coming along. It should be ready. I was hoping to have it ready by today, to be honest, but there was a lot of footage to cram through. A lot of footage, lots of hours to review. Because I don't just like stop and record one bit of my paintings. I record the whole thing, or I at least try to. And then I try to pick out all the good focusy bits and collage them to some good music or something. But that takes a while. But it's a lot of fun. Like that's the greatest thing about it. It's like you can express your art with art. And that just kicks ass. Alright. So I might be going a little wild with this yellow here. Now I'm kind of finding, I went from dots to like finding little bits of highlight here, see? A little bit of there, a little bit of there. Oop. There's the little shelf here. I think I'm actually picking up some green in this. No. So I was a little worried about the speed paint getting reactivated by my brush and this wet paint, but it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. I'm just going to keep going with this yellow. It's doing nice things. Now it's kind of betraying me. It's running into corners and stuff. This is one of those lean into it moments. Don't fight it. It's gonna do what it wants. Just let that happen and make that part of your painting. There we go. Boom. That actually looks pretty good. We can wash that back down later. I like how that sits up. Let's see. Let's switch gears for a second. Grab some skeleton bone now. And what is this? Some bear skin? Close enough. Thanks. So, I should say for all these D&D paints, they do have a code of what the coinciding army painter is on the side. Like fair skin is corpse pale. So if there's ever a question, you know, drop in the comments as to, you know, I don't have the D&D, but I use army painter. What color is that? I can shout out the colors in both names. Some of them are unique to the D&D, some of them are unique, and it's not only D&D I use, but I just find those sometimes it'll be two paints with the same name, and it can be confusing. They did skeleton bone, right, at least. Skeleton bone on both is skeleton bone. But the weird one is game terrain ruin effects is also skeleton bone. So that's when it can get confusing. Well, yeah, we'll have to watch that. Yeah, we're just gonna go about the bone. Some bone on bone here. Picking up I did this neat cap on this greave last time. There we go. Looks like that corner's a little messed. Alrighty. Trying to hunt down some skulls here. Less skulls than I thought. I assumed he was going to be covered in hidden little skulls, and it's just two. That's okay, we can find other uses for this. Just gently touch and highlight his hand a bit on this side. Get these horns. All the way up. Nice and shiny. Like glittery shiny, but bright. A little too bright on that one. Take that down a little. These lines. Get back this head as well. Let's go here. Alright. Go back to the ground and touch those little straps while I'm back there. Trying to get back to the small details. Yeah, all three of them are triplets, not just brothers, but triplets. This guy I'm working on right now is I guess the oldest of the triplets. Is that a thing? I guess he came out first. If that's how we can score oldest by triplet standards. So Otto is firstborn. Ethrac is the second-born, and Grek, who's the big behemoth guy over there, is the third-born. But yeah, they are triplets, so I think they were all born at once. Yeah, looks alright. And touch there, touch there. Ooh, a little bit of a mess there. That's okay. Go back to some of these guts. Exactly. I want some kind of contrast. Something a little different. Malignant green. Malignant green is nice, but I don't want it to be too overbearing on top. Like, I don't want him to just look like a green blob. Ooh. That might actually be where speed paint has been roughed off. So I'm seeing a little black spot there. So just be careful. I'm actually going to hit that with some opaque. I'm going to take some of that. So we'll see how this works. You know what? I like it. Good decision. Pink horror and skeleton bone for the win. Looks gross, looks infected, looks fleshy. I love it. Get behind there. Sorry, kind of obstructed view, I'm sure. That's okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what these little guts coming out are. I do see what looks like a little bug. Probably paint that bone color. Kind of make it maggoty. Little maggoty bug there sticking out of his guts, I think. Right there. Oh yeah, perfect. Nice gross little worm coming out of the sore. Dot down here, and the sore. Alright, looking good. Oops. Well, that's good there. Let's clean that up. There we go. Grab one of this pink. This pink horror. I'm going to start going over some of these ulcers with pink as well. Just a little bit of a pink wash. So that just a little bit of a leather strap there. There we go. This piece very gently. Okay, see another little growth on this side. close. They also make pink. There might be a little too much water in that pink paint. It's misbehaving. So I'm just gonna grab a fresh dollop. Oh, right in the water, eh? Way to go. Oof, that made an ugly mess. You see in there that little pink corner? Yeah, that's a little messy. Not so bad though. We can get around that. We'll use some zombie flesh, which is also necrotic flesh. Find this kind of likes to shake hands with malignant green pretty nicely, without seeming too vibrant, like the nice kind of flat oliviness. So if you need to hide it, kind of can. Oh, looks like we're just gonna wet blend it. Yeah, it's gonna be the way to go. There we go. Oh, yikes. Magnet, do your stuff. A little bit of yellow with that. There we go. That's much better. That's where we want to be with it. That little yellow splash there is sexy. Put a little more yellow in there too. Let's see if I can get that. That's yellow. There we go. Looking pretty good. Keep blending this over the green. I'm just going to take a little water. That. Ooh, that. Sweet, some funky reactivation. Ooh. That's unexpected. Kind of sloshed up that whole little red side. So I'm just going to go back a few dots and fix it up a little. Lines. Oh, okay. There, silly me, just needed a little sponging. Okay. Once again, do a little gear switch. Okay, so now we're gonna do these handles. Let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, looks nice. It's still Otto. Stop moving on me. Those nice and easy. Look at that pop through. I might come after those nails with something metallic. Alright, same thing. We can keep going. Nice little brightness. Make sure we get both sides of this. I will take this up the wood just a little, kind of tie in that wood. See that wood. Ooh, a little much there, but you can pretend I did that on purpose. It doesn't look too bad. On this side, we'll try to be a little more careful. There. A little dusty, a little dusty. And there we go. Got a nice looking handle on that. I gotta get that gem done. I'm thinking we can just slap some gold on it, or some of this first blade. Yeah, let's start with that. I don't even know what color it's supposed to be. It looks like something gold or golden talisman or something. Let's mix them both together. I don't know what that's gonna do. It's gonna give me some kind of icky metal. That sounds right. Yeah, that's right. Kind of like a off gold. Okay. Here. Oops. Before I dive back in there, let's take a quick peek. Hey, Tyler, how's it going, man? It's good to see you, buddy. How's it going, Pain Hand Pal? How did they give a verdict for the Reaper contest? I am super curious on how that went, man. Okay, it's still going, ends tomorrow. Okay. I think you said the voting system was like a like-based thing. Now is that open to like online, you know, likes and links, or is it is it for like the NLGS, like a Facebook group likes, or? I was thinking about it. I know it was kicked off, I guess, on Tuesday, was it? Dude, I'll say no matter what the result is, you are an absolute winner in my book, sir. You know, you're getting out there, you're putting your paint out, you're competing, you're posting. I love it, man. I had a competition last Friday at our local shop. I took an L. I was really happy with my model. It was really nice. And I had so much fun painting it. But yeah, no win, no joy. Someone in here has bragging rights though. Maybe I can let her gush. Yeah, Kirsten did really well with her entry. No, your work was good. Your work was good. You know, I might just take your work one day and showcase it on. Like if you're not gonna put it up there, I'll share it on my live stream. Your work is really good, Kirsten. Everyone's work is good. Like, you know, God, I think I kind of left the screen there for a second, drifting closer to myself. All right. Just walked away thinking it was going to be crushed by larger models. No, sometimes it's the little guys that get some love. I know the contest was large heroes, so that does feel it sounds like a setup to get demonized. Let's see. I have this shiny azure magic. Now, I don't know, but I think it'll look kind of nice with this skirt, war robe. We'll see. All right, let me make sure you guys can see. Okay. Just short of all the I don't know if I'll do a short of all the entries, but I will in my next video that I painted. I know there is a brief sort of all the entries. I guess I could make it a short too. I never really thought of that. It'll be the camera angle will be off though. Like it won't be vertical format. It'll be like a widescreen smashed into a vertical. So if I do a short, I'll have to like, I don't know, either edit or crop it or something. Okay, let's see what this Azure Magic does. I'm really hoping what I want to happen happens. So I'm thinking it's gonna look almost too pretty to be nerdly. That it's gonna match that plasmatic bolt. Kilt nicely. I like it. Just do contests. Alright, the place we go to, it's not like a huge chain store. It's just like it's literally like one of those lifeblood of the community stores, where I'll say a lot of the players. They were actually, I'll give Rick a big shout out at Addictive. They won a voting for best hobby shop in the area. So I want to congratulate Addictive Hobbies and Games and Rick for that one. Because there are a few hobby shops in this area. Like it wasn't like it was like it was a tough earned title, I'm sure, because there's a lot of hobbyists. And the other thing I was surprised with is that because we're in Oshawa and it's GM Town, I kind of assumed that there'd be more hobby shops devoted to like model cars and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, I kind of like this Azure Magic. It matches very nicely with this kilt. But I'm glad I did not use it for the chainmail, because that would have been too much. Yeah, I guess I'll do this one on his belly, something different. We'll see. We'll see how it all comes together. It's a Reaper's Mini. Yeah, so, yeah, it's like base voting, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it's... So our local hobby shop contest, the way they do the voting is... anyone that's in the store can come in and vote. Like if you're just, in there to buy a quick bottle of paint and you're not involved with the contest and didn't even know what was happening, and you're there on contest day, you can vote. Every person gets 2 votes for their top 2, and the contestants also can vote. So I can go in, and what usually happens in that one is, like, everyone's pretty good at, sharing the art and the love. You get a lot of people who, but the idea of the 2 votes is that if I wanted to go in, I could I could vote mine, and then I have to pick someone else's as well. And what usually happens is I pick my own votes sort of cancel each other out, and the I pick someone else's usually wins out. And usually, I want to say, I'm pretty sure people don't really pick their own. Everyone has that kind of like imposter syndrome that like you bring it in and see every other painting, and no matter how good yours is, you look at the rest and go, wow, holy crap, I am not gonna win this. Everyone does such fantastic work. Like, it literally is like its own little golden demon, it feels like, because I feel legitimately that some of these works are fully capable of winning demons. And that's something I think I'm light years off. I'm closer to being an astronaut than winning a golden demon. And just for reference, I have no desire or interest or even anything close to becoming an astronaut. So, like, that just gives an example of how far off I feel compared to some of these other painters. But I'll get there. Give me time. Give me time. I'm working on it. Yeah, it is based votes. So yeah, and it's essence. There's no you can't vote online for it though. That's the caveat for our shop, is you have to be in the store in person with a piece of paper in the box to vote. So it is kind of nice, because that way it's like, a flesh and blood person actually looked at your art and went, yes, enough to put a number down. Like, it is pretty neat. You get a bit of, I think, what are the, we refer to them as rickles. But yeah, you get some store credit and some store discount. Like, anytime I've ever gotten it, I've pretty much just put it to the next one I paint for the next competition. So if you're an ace who never loses, you could perpetually keep going with models. But also too, like, you want to get cool models, because that is one of the other challenges too, is that in the format you want to pick something that has, that's attractive and has visual appeal. You want something that looks good from 5-6 feet away. And the thing you have to keep in mind that I I kind of ignored in my last one, which was my undoing in my effort, was you have to keep in mind that the people voting don't get to pick up and hold your model when it's in that format. Like, they don't get to pick it up and go, oh, cool, look at the little thing there. Oh my god, you spent so long on that little bug on his... No, they don't do that. They look at it from like way over here and go, look at that pop of green. Look at that smash of purple. And that's kind of the style you have to lean into when you paint for those open format public competitions that take votes. Because like a golden demon, you're going to have a couple judges nitpick it and actually find the little bug and go, cool. But in a public format, the chances of those efforts, putting all that effort in that tiny little bug, you know, it's props on that really private scale, but it's overlooked very easily on that public scale. So you kind of have to, you know, pick your battles in accordance with the competitions you're painting for. Like if it's going to be a privately judged, very like if your store, LGS store owner is going to be the judge of every competition and not take votes, then you can kind of go crazy with the little deets. You know, maybe surprise them with something hidden in there. You know? But, you know, I like to do those anyway because, you know, when I submit them, I know that they're going to look at them and take pictures and enjoy them. So I want to leave those surprises in there just to get the smiles, right? It's all about the, it's not about the win. It's just about the enjoyment, the cred. That's where the real cred is how much is it enjoyed. At least to me. If it brings a smile, then it's good. These things always bring smiles. Oh, no worries, man. I have taken your like that consideration for a photo video. Like that's in the works. It's one of 2 videos in the works right now. I kind of had this the other painting on my, like that's the one I was like, oh, I want to get this out for the contest, and but I know that functionally and probably helpfully to the viewers and what the YouTube algorithm will probably like more is like a how to take better photos. Like I feel like that one will strike better pay dirt, but I always just like sharing art. Holy crap, 44 entries. That's a wide net. That's, oh man, that would give me a little more anxiety. Give me time. Because I'm kind of like got this pink paint on my brush and I can't really let it go. I've kind of lost track of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of following with my hands and talking. So if I pick up some skeleton bone and hit it on something and do something else with the paint, I'm just kind of seeing stuff and going. Yeah, we'll do this whole thing and we'll put those a different color after. And we're gonna get this. We're just gonna keep these this nice azure magic. Ooh, shiny. A nice shine to it. And it matches very nicely with his bottom kilt there. Alright, looking pretty good. Maybe I'll dry brush something on top of that. Or, you know, get that little Nurgle symbol to pop back out. What's he missing? What's he missing? Straps are looking okay. He's kind of looking spiffed up a bit. It's got some little rings down there. Yeah, we can hit it with this too. These might end up being a little much. on the teal side. Thanks, my dude. I honestly have a lot of fun making them. I want them to be fun and funny. You know, I don't want to just sit here and be like, this is how you paint highlights. There are so many people that do that better than me. So I'd rather just kind of be a goofball and make a wonderful mess. You know, I feel it's almost more relatable to chew our fingernails to the bone and go, oh my god, I do not have faith in what I'm doing. And I feel like that has more, that's just more the more natural representation of the hobby. Yeah. Sorry everyone, I'm just kind of getting a message right now. Yeah, just get him, just, I don't know, find an ETA. Sorry about that.
Very soon.
Very soon. I guess I might have to jump off for a sec, guys, or at least hit the hit my pause for a sec, and we'll see how it goes. I'm just kind of troubleshooting here. It is all good. So I'm painting here. Yeah. Oops. I can't tell. Did I spell that? I think I spelled that. We can go back in with the curse blade. Not a problem. Ooh. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, there's some gummy paint. Don't have my paper towels with me. Just do that. There we go. Let's do the ketchup blast again. Thank you. Yeah, it's easy to love this hobby because this hobby is all love, guys. Like, you know, a few you know, those random gatekeepers aside, and it's not like, you know, that's almost a very uncommon thing. And I will say there are some people who are incredible artists who, you know, in their right have their right to, you know, keep the gate on what they do because it's, you know, a level above. You know, there's like me comparing myself with my canvas to Chet's canvas. It's like we're on. He's in a different. I'm not even in the ballpark. You know. So there isn't a very easy comprehension of, you know, we feel like we need to hit that level, and then we're seeing that, and we're seeing, but that's the most successful format of like Golden Demon winners, Crystal Brush winners. But literally anyone can paint. Anyone can paint. It's just, will you paint? Or do you take the effort? Everyone has the ability to create art of some kind. Like, personally, I can't make music. Like, if you handed me an instrument like a guitar, I've always had trouble trying to figure out musical instruments. I like music, you know? It's not like I'm like, oh, boo, music. But It's just, that's one piece of art that I insist I can't create music. And, anyone who plays guitar will be like, you can learn. You can learn how to play guitar. You just don't. And so I think that's kind of like the same sort of hang up that people have with painting. We all have our curses. That don't feel exclusive. Yeah, there is a level of exclusivity that is present, that it kind of helps you build up a pedestal for yourself and a platform to be lauded as, the hero, but that exclusivity also gives the illusion that there's inaccessibility with exclusivity. And I'll go back to the example with the Dark Art Society. If you have the chance to check out the Dark Art Society podcast with Chet Zar, absolutely check that podcast out. The last one, he interviewed an artist named Dave Cooper, and they post the interview during a live, and they kind of hang out in the chats and chat with the viewers while we all watch. And it was a very, very pleasant experience, and I can't tell you how thrilled I was to actually be able to say hey Chet, and I'm presuming Chet was just hey, and him and Dave Cooper were in the chat, and I could talk to them directly about their art, and that was so inspiring. That probably meant more than those two guys would ever realize, just to be hey bud, that hit me like a sledgehammer. Alright. I'm just kind of bimbling on through this. Can't believe it's already been an hour and a friggin' half. Holy crap. I feel like I got nowhere in an hour and a half, guys. What the hell? I was like, I'm gonna paint both of them. Jesus, I'm hardly getting through this guy. Just gonna touch little bits here, here, brighten little bits up here. A little bit here and a little bit there. I don't want to spread that around, give it a very pale look. I think I still have some of that zombie flesh mixed with the skeleton bone. Elitism and everything, yeah. Yeah, it's a hard thing to break past. But I think it's something that we almost created ourselves. And to be honest, if there's an ism of elites, there's such a bigger ism of normal. We rule, guys. If there's an elite pedestal up there, they're real lonely. This is where the party's at, guys. And I thank you all for being here with me. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This little spot's stubborn. There we go. Just want to take. Oh, that's too much. Much too much. Boop. Oh, what'd I just break? Nothing. Oh, huh. I very smartly just poked him with the that dried piece of gummy curse blade. No harm done though. Okie dokie. Going back with this yellow. I apparently can't make up my mind. Bone or yellow? Bone or yellow? Bone or yellow? Apparently we're doing both. It's actually a really fun color. I'm going to take it out and put it around here a little. It might I might screw it up here. Where are you? Another AP color, which sounds appropriately Nurgle. Poison Cloud. Kirsten, keep it out. What do you mean? We're gonna make our own elite community. An exclusive thing for everyone. Yeah, oh, I guess. Yeah, kind of weird. Yeah, all's welcome. And whatever art you create. Even if you don't create art. I know, for everyone, absolutely. Like I said, even if you don't make art, even if you just like hanging out. Ooh. Now, I don't know. I kind of like that Poison Cloud. It's a little loud on him. He's wearing that real bright. I could probably water it down a little, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think we're just gonna smooth it on there nice and bright. A little messy. Wash it down. Ooh, that one is very bright. Oof. Oof. Just kind of take some of the edge off. Oh. Come on, get your foot on there, bud. Let's see. You have to get that strap on his wrist there. And maybe we can sit him down for some wash. Is everything okay? Sorry, let's see my better half running around. There we go. He's got. I'm pretty sure that's a little maggot hanging out of his gut. He's got little ribblies on it like a magnet would. Oh, his magnet just peeled up. I guess that's a tricky thing with magnets. Like, he's not in there very strongly. He's just kind of clicked to a magnet right now under his boot. Alright. Kind of hit one of those, like, where do I go next from here? I think I said I want to get to Chris strap. I can do that at a bit of a clothy causing problem. Go back to the bone and maybe a bit of bleach skull for that. So I guess, does anyone else have any models on the go right now? Maybe a big work in progress, something small, another piece of art. Oh, that's not my brush there. Trying to find the color I want between bleach skull and skeleton bone. It's in here somewhere. I just gotta tease it out. Kind of like a cloth white. Wipe the excess off. Hold him down so he doesn't fly off his magnet. Kind of slipped off there. Oh yeah, that's not a pleasant one. Try this on an angle. There we go. A little bit messy. I'm gonna have to go back with the green there. But that's okay. Kind of like I said, you always want that one, like, I want to do it perfect in one pass. And then you mess it up and then you're gonna have to go back anyway, so don't worry. Now the trick is just knowing that you're gonna have to go back in anyway beforehand, so never worry. Always make a mess and never worry. you go in expecting mess, you'll never be disappointed. You'll be amazed at what you come up with. I need a smaller brush. El Pointo. And yes, these brushes do get smaller. I find sometimes taking out that tiny Tamiya that comes with a, not with a price, but with a tinge of anxiety. Like, you know, whatever details you're going to need for that brush are just, they're going to be a challenge. Not getting what I want out of this. It's not green enough. I'm trying to lick that tiny spot between his straps there. And I'm just not getting the green I need. Skills in 37 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's check on them. Finish the on-the-go bits. Yeah, I'll be honest. This Glottkin, I probably, if I wasn't live streaming it per episode, I would probably go hellbent to get it done a little faster than I have been. That's not what I want either. Oh, I'm flummoxed now, guys. I'm hitting a riddle here. I think part of my riddle is my brush is too big. What was I saying about tiny Tamiya? Test mini for experimentation. Yeah, I find you know, I'll keep some guys on the go, like I have some things back here. I think this is a Necromunda dude. But if I'm ever kind of curious as to like how will two colors look, or how will this sit on top of this, or I'll kind of resort to that thing. Alright, tiny Tamiya. This little guy's literally like you can hardly see it. But it's there. I'm gonna clean this up a little first. I know I made a mess with that green. Now we'll try again. And, tiny green here. There we go. Better. Perfect. Ooh. I'll take it. Take it and run. I do see something that needs a little attention. Didn't expect to have to get this out again. Come on. Okay, I think I have my other one too. Speed paints also do the ketchup bottle burst, and when they do it, they get friggin' everywhere. Like they. So just, you know, if you're new to speed paints, be warned. Sometimes they dry up and they feel liquidy inside, but it's just like the, you know, the gumminess of it clogs up the end. But you'll shake it and it'll sound liquidy, like, oh, it's gonna flow, and then you'll give it a good squeeze and it'll pop. I've dumped out like half a bottle of pallet bone like that. I really didn't want to have to take this malignant green back out, but I couldn't accept seeing this section of his arm black. Just unpainted totally. A little disappointed in myself I missed that. But that's okay, we caught it. So did I miss it even? Just gonna touch up some of these other spots. It's actually probably a good idea to go back out with this. Let's go in these little spots here. Push that up. Probably work on his hand a little more. Okay. Well, he's looking alright now. I think we got a nice amount of color. He's not washed or anything. Maybe I can put a little bit of this gold on his side. Dirty it up a little. It's a farmer scythe. You can come back in with some rough after. There we go. Bit of tainted gold, a bit of cursed blade. Probably more tainted gold than cursed blade. Not bad. You probably do something for that symbol there. You touch up that skull a touch. And I'll probably swap over to Ethrac real quick. Just gonna give his horns another lick, because I want them to really bounce light back on those fronts. Just kind of going on one plane. I'm just like, shoo. It only works if you make the sound effect, though. You gotta shoo, 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 shoo. Ooh, see, changed it. I went Washaw and I frigged that up. If I keep Washawing, it'll work. There we go. Yeah, just whatever you're doing, be consistent with it. Whether you bachu or bacha. Oh god. Yeah, you can tell I'm not an art teacher. Well, the art teachers were all the crazier teachers. Maybe I would have been a perfect art teacher. Alright, he's looking alright. Let me see if I can't, get a better mug shot of him. So I feel like I'm falling behind on the chat here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, you do need pallet bone. Yeah, that is, yeah, congratulations, man. I'm very happy for you both. That is big life news. Okay, so I think I have a good shot here. Yeah, sorry, I was gonna get a bit better of a mug shot here for him. See, he's got some nice color. I'll probably come back with a little bit of dry brush there. Maybe nick some color before I wash him. He's got a little maggoty bug there in his gut. Wasn't really sure what these pink, pustule strands are. Like, it looks kind of tentacly and tendrily. You see, and I missed it. There's one I missed. Hold on. I said we were going to hit that tendril on his leg. And I didn't. Call myself a liar. Okay. Let me just get this real quick with this. Pretty sure this is... These pink tentacles are a Nurgle thing, right? Well, a little too wet there. Let's try again. That was just too much water on my brush. Nothing good. What's up? Oh. Okay, not bad. It'll pop out better with the wash. Everything comes clean in the wash. You know what? Let's go a little, let some of this pink down. Play with it a little. Why not? See if we can cram it in those folds a bit. A nice little bit of a wash in there. It's almost like a pinstripe in there, right? Just kind of let that tip of your brush hook onto that sort of bit and just pass it right through. And so you just kind of get that bit there and pass it through. Right there, pass through. And once again, it's like the most gentle wash you could ever imagine. If you do tanks, fighter jets, planes, stuff like that, you probably might have a little bit more experience panel lining. That are like traditional Gundam painting is panel lining. So if you watch my stop motion of the Gundams, one of them, the blue one, was speed painted for the video. The other one is panel lined, airbrushed and panel lined with oil. And I guess I was thinking maybe I could do another video of like properly panel lining for the Gundam versus the speed paint, so you can see the difference. I'm not sure how, compared to like Warhammer models like this, I'm not sure how popular the Gundams are. I know they are popular, but it's almost like a different model. It's not so much a tabletop gaming community as it is like an HO scale modeling or whatever scaling, but like O scale, N scale, H scale, like model kits versus tabletop game kits. When you go buy that giant model, F-14 fighter jet, there's no stat block or dice roll for it. It's just a cool jet, and it's going to take forever to build. But I feel like that's more the hobby community that leans into Gundams versus Warhammer. Which, for me, it's all good. It's like, whatever you do, whatever you play, whatever you paint, all the power to you. So by all means, create. I feel like there's and I'll say I'm guilty of it with just pictures, but playing around with it. But I'll never try to pass it off as like genuine. like AI art generation, I'll you know, dick around with it. I'll have some fun making silly pictures. You know, maybe just do things to inspire yourself. Type in prompts of things you might want to see, but would take you forever to sketch or draw. Or you just don't know where you'd start, and it's going to slap you with a picture that you can digest and chew on. But there's a hunger for real, natural, human-made art. It doesn't matter. And the more we push AI art and artificial generated imaging, I think the deeper that hunger is going to get for human-made art. You know, as terrible as it is, I don't think we're going anywhere. Artists, I think we're safe. It is a little taxing, though. Some of the crap you see out there is like, holy god. Alright, I'm going to take this guy off and put this guy on. Get over there, you. I'm just stand him on one foot. Kind of hover him off to the side there. He's going to hang out with his brother, Garek. I'm going to take a little look at this guy. He's a little off, so we'll see if I can. Oh, I just pulled this magnet up. That's okay. Move that anyway. There we go. That's better. So this guy is Ethrac. He's the sorcerer. He uses, I guess, death magic. Like his mother studied life magic, and his life magics became like life, or we'll call it organic death magics. Once he became more infested and infected with his Nurgle powers. Apparently he just melts his bad guys and enemies into slime, which is pretty cool. That sounds like pretty horrible magic. So we're just gonna start. I see this guy's tongue hanging out of his face, and I think that's a good place to start. You guys, let's see if I can't get a good viewing angle of this to paint. There, hopefully that's good for you. There we go. A little more of this pink. I do like this horror pink. So it's very meaty pink. I feel like whatever it sits on, it can go dark or light. There we go. Didn't expect that tongue to get hit so well in the first pass, but yeah. Nice. He's got a lot of sores and stuff. He's also got the big marks on his stomach, but they're not like plates. They look like a birthmark. And he's also got this big sort of hump on his back and a little flaming bowl of ashes. Yeah. So, not exactly sure where to hit his swords yet. I think I might continue with that Azure Magic in certain areas on his robes and stuff. And yeah, here, we'll do this. It's got some pink there. We'll get into that later. Let's see where tainted gold is like. Tainted gold. Let me take a quick little peek at the chat, see how you guys are doing in there. yeah, that's 70 hours is a it's a good investment. That's you know, like we don't think of how long it we take to paint, and then but like yeah, like I'm sure I could keep going with Otto for hours and hours more, but I figured he's got lots of paint on him. It's time to show Ethrac a bit of love. But yeah, we could paint for a long time. I'm not exactly sure. I think I average about 3 or 4 hours a live stream, and this is number 6. So we're probably at like 20 something now. Mind you, I do paint slower while I'm doing this. Not by much, but I do move slower. Not that that's a bad thing. I like hanging out here, talking with you guys and painting. It's probably one of my favorite ways to spend a Friday. It's always nice to share art. Very nice. Okay, get these nails. Just gonna hit them with a bit of gold too. Probably hit these with some of that cursed blade or lead belcher instead. Probably look more appropriately naily. But I think it'll look nice next to the gold that's there already. Oh, I just hit the wood there. Messed up. Yep. That's okay. Just come back with this more paint brown and touch it up. Ah. Is the I guess yeah the Reaper contest is open, eh? So we can technically get a vote in if we can yeah? Alright. Ah man, if you don't futz, you're not doing it right. Like sometimes I futz, a lot of the time I bimble. Bimble, bimble, bimble. Oh, maybe nothing wrong with that. I like that. Lots of futzing. So I'm just touching up this stick with the Mornfane Brown, and I don't know if I'm sold on what I'm doing is a good idea or a bad one, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Eventually I'll convince myself it was a good idea. Maybe not. Second guesses. No, good idea. I like it. You want that, it looks like nice brown wood, like I painted it from 5 feet away. And gonna try to reduce that ambiguous shadow by just getting some nice brown there. You could probably water this down and thin it out a little low. Maybe a little more. Still want it to listen to me when I put it somewhere though. It's always the trick between surface tension and like the viscosity of your wash and the thinness of how it moves. Like sometimes you get that thinness where you're like, yeah, that's the perfect viscosity and opacity for what I want. But then you'll apply it and it'll just go whoosh and wash everywhere you don't want it. Oh? Ah! JP, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, man. How are you doing? Long time no see. Hope you had a good sleep. It's the start to your day there, I believe. Okay. See, I told you, I'd keep painting until I convince myself it's a good idea. And now I'm like, I'm happy I painted this with this lighter brown. That chestnut color is maybe not chestnut. Maybe chestnut's too ready to describe what I wanted. Walnutty? I don't know. I don't know my wood too well. Phrasing. Oh, this is where having those carpentry skills would come in handy. Because then you'd actually be able to have a better understanding of the colors and hues of carved wood. I think that's alright. Oh my god, all that just to cover up one gold slip. I'm doing pretty good. Oh. I was gonna say, well, I got everyone in the, yeah, they're coming along. We got this guy, and the guys in the back there. Oh, here, I'll bring Otto forward, because we just actually we didn't finish him, but... So here's where we got with this dude, JP. Kind of put some dots and some pinks and browns and a bit more blues and golds on him. So he's looking pretty regal. We kind of put a little yellow around here. He's got a little bit bug coming out of his tummy there. So that's where we've started off, and then we just got to this guy. And I painted his tongue pink and started painting some brown on his staff. So, feels like I haven't gotten too far. It's been a while, but making progress. Alright. Oh, I guess I have the moment, I'll plug the, so another thing I've been working on, take a little break while he's sitting there. Let me get to the face cam. So the other thing I've been working on was an inspiration from Chetzar there. And I don't paint on canvas, so I'm going to try to paint on canvas. This is the sketch that we're going to try to make. Now, I can't take credit for the original idea. I pretty much did the study on that by staring at it, turning around, and then trying to sketch it, and then doing a little peek now and then if I really needed to. But I'm thinking we might paint this at some point. I've never painted on canvas, so I don't know what it'll turn out like. But I'm excited to show you guys that, because I always talk about we got to do something new every time. And I know we've been painting the Glottkin for a bit, because a big guy like this takes a while. But I just wanted to share something new with you guys, and that I'm trying something new. So we'll see how that one goes as we get there. Now, let me get back to... Yeah, this is our palette's looking pretty shiny right now, but not too, not overburdened. Alright. let's get back to our better camera. And I will keep my eye on the chat. You know, I was thinking about it. I kind of wish the sketch took a while, so like I'm not a great sketcher. Like I don't think I'm a good 2D artist. I think I'm a better mini painter. But literally, if like watching the Dark Art Society podcast really inspired me to like I gotta put paint on a canvas. So I picked that up and thought to myself, what am I gonna paint? What am I gonna paint? I don't know what to paint. What's inspiring me? And literally, my inspiration's right next to me. So I just went with it. I think I would like to paint it. Maybe like a rigged up time lapse, or maybe in another, like a separate live stream series. I'll do this and another one and just kind of bounce back and forth. I'm kind of terrified to paint that canvas in front of everyone because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even really know what I'm doing with these half the time. But yeah, I'm afraid I will look like a fool painting on canvas. And I know that's not the case. You know, the important thing is try. That's what I always advocate for. So you just gotta try. But that is, it feels a little scary. But yeah, no, you guys, honestly, you guys all give me the confidence to share my art and feel good about it. Even when I have a hard loss. Yeah, I lost a contest last week. But you know, it literally having good people around you is what helps you bounce back and feel inspired to create something. You know, if this community was all hard-hearted, you know, hard-nosed examiners going, oh, that is not good art, I would probably be heartbroken and would not last. And it's like, part of me feels like I'm, you know, not. Well, we all get those feelings of like, oh my goodness, I'm not as good as the person next to me. That art is subjective. Like I felt pretty bad about my loss last weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty sad. But the person who won deserved to win. Everyone who won deserved to win, and they all got the votes. So, and personally, the model makes me smile so much every time I look at it. So that's the win. That's the real win. And at the end of the competition, you have a sweet model that you've painted your heart out on. And as long as you give it your all. But beyond competing and all that, it's mostly just fun to hang out with you guys and paint on a Friday night. That's what really makes me happy. And just hanging out, sharing art, shooting the shit about, you know, whatever you want to talk about. It's good times. I wouldn't mind eventually maybe getting other people. Huh. Yeah, that's the canvas thing. Coloring book is the paint by numbers. No. It's a canvas, and it's a canvas built out of little canvases, you know? This is a canvas, and his robe is a canvas, and every area has a piece that adds to a greater part. Yeah. I think some people who kind of look at this, like I've seen some channels where, you know, canvas painters have kind of poo-pooed on the trend of mini painters. Like, oh, that's not art. And then it's like, yeah, paint one of these. You know, it's not an easy task. And there are challenges and differences that in hobby building that painters don't have to encounter. When's the last time a painter had to super glue a magnet into a canvas? I'm sure there's a painter out there that's done it for some reason or another. I don't think that'd be cool. A canvas with a magnet hidden inside so you could like put a mustache on your painting and take it off if you wanted. Like a Mr. Potato painting? Oh my god, that actually sounds like a fun project. Just put them all over that thing face so you can put mustaches everywhere. Oh my goodness. Sounds like fun. It was honestly, it was really fun. Like, it was, of all the models I painted recently, the model I painted for this competition, like, it put joy, genuine joy in my heart as I painted it, which I think added to the feel badsies, because it made me feel so good to paint. Like, it was genuine fun. It was an adventure. And it made me feel so good to paint. And then I was like, a model that was this fun to paint has to win. Like, the fun factor's through the roof. No one can take this. And so I think that's one of the things that kind of, I built it up in my head due to its fun factor. That it was like, it was glorious. And it didn't win. But, like, it's not about the winning. And the fun factor was actually what won. Is that I've really, like, some people might have been pulling their hair out like, oh my god, I gotta get this perfect, need this eyeball, and I just went slapdash happy with it. And so call that my reward, is I enjoyed every moment. And there wasn't a single stressful point. The most stressful point was like, do I choose this piece or this piece? I'm working on the video for it, so I kind of don't want to spoil it. But, you know what, I'm going to spoil it because I can absolutely show you this piece without showing you all of this piece. Do you want the full spoiler or just like a little teaser? Mr. Potato painting, yeah. Yeah, the more I think about that, the more fun it sounds, Mr. Potato painting. Having a bad day, put a grumpy face on him. Having a good day, put a happy face on him. Just hang it in your hallway and have it be like a mood painting. I'm having a great day. Mr. Potato painting shows it. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting the weaves on his wand here. There you go. It's a little brighter. I can add some wash. Yeah, the Dremel can be fun. Dremel's it's a good tool. It's fast drilling. All right, spoilers. I'll be right back. Change this. All right. Okay, here's the tiniest, literally the tiniest spoiler. Do you know what this lizard comes from? You might recognize this tiny lizard. This is just a piece. He's serving up some bling. Not the greatest camera angle because he is very small. But yeah, the rest of the models is a lot of fun. Just a little taste. I'll hopefully have the full video ready by... I was hoping to have it ready today, to be honest, but I don't know if I'll have it done till Monday. Because there's a lot of footage to go through. Alright, where am I at with this guy? We got this, we got this. I see one of these knurly tentacles. I'm going to hit that with a bit of pink. Did it. Yeah, that is a bit of a tongue twister. Charcuterie board. Yeah, yeah. So you know where it came from. So I'll give the other sort of hinted spoiler is I watched Fern Gully for like a week. Like just Fern Gully and more Fern Gully. This is a great movie. The cast in that movie is phenomenal. But, oh my goodness, if you're looking for inspiration in color, yeah. And if you know Fern Gully, I'm just going to name drop Tone Loc. Fern Gully and Tone Loc. Those should be some big hints. These two, but the rest of the models kind of show you. Alright, I like this pink border on these Nurgle tentacles. It kind of stands out. And this pink goes with this teal really nice. So he's got an extra tongue hanging off a stick. Ooh, maybe pink on the inside wasn't the best idea. I'll probably wash something in there, make it darker, a little more gory. Looks good though. So I just kind of leave it on and then left it looping, but like had music and stuff on. So anytime I was like, I want to see some jungle scenery, I just kind of look up and then look back down. I usually have some kind of background noise. But yeah, great movie. I actually thought a painting of Hexus on a canvas would be cool. There's one scene where he kind of like emerges from the sludge and he's like this half-torched skeleton with flames coming out of his eyes and chest, and it's like for a little kid he'd be scary. As a grown-up you're like, that's a pretty badass looking sludge monster. So I thought that would make a cool canvas. And then when I actually sat down to try to like conceptualize it without like tracing it, I kind of came up nil. Like, I don't know how I want this to sit. So I gave up. And then I watched that podcast, and then after hearing it, I felt inspired to go back to the canvas. Found better inspiration, apparently. And I do like the idea of making a video of that. That'll be fun. Or I hope that'll be fun. I hope I don't crash and burn doing that one. I think I'm gonna go back to the red ulcers. I'm gonna retrace our doings with Otto. Okay. I guess we can go. I'll get this red in and we'll do a time check and then take it from there. Too big. Not risking it with that brush. It's like I don't trust it. Don't trust it. So we go with the little brush. That should be better. There we go, much better. Way safer. Well, it's still a little thin, so I have to dance around with my paintbrush a little. Make sure it doesn't wash off on me. Random surprises. Yeah, I do like the Red Dead stuff. I kind of like the feel of like the Red Dead the movie. You know, it's like John Marston building a house. You know, he's living his life. You know, it's not just like Grand Theft Auto the West. It's like you get an insight to the man himself, which is it's kind of fun. Yeah, so I should have that next video hopefully like Monday at the latest, and then I'm hoping that photo video will be done a bit like maybe a week after that. We'll see. I'm trying to just hang on to the seat of my pants, right? Huh? Oh, okay, that's no problem. Yeah, I'm just kind of slapping some red on this guy and making a mess. Hi. Make yourself comfy, homie. Yeah. Now, if you've been hanging out in my my live streams recently, or if you've been keeping tabs on me, my channel, my paintings, stuff like that, you know, you've probably heard me shout out to a buddy, Keenline, and amicably just came by to say hi. Oh, yep, and I'm knocking shit off my model. It's always a party here, guys. Oh, where's his... There we go. We're going to stick this guy in here and get my fingers covered in paint. Yes. Actually, that's not so bad. Not too much of a mess at all. Alrighty. Alrighty, so I gotta cover up this green again. Throw a burger at that man. Manji, manji. I try to be a good host online and in person. Alrighty. This is... Okay. Alrighty. Oops, sorry, I'm drifting off camera, guys. Bad habit. I just kind of pulled the mini into my lap. There we go. Red Dead 3? JP, tell me you said Red Dead 3. Mm-hmm. Diablo 4, I'm not gonna lie, Diablo 4 has been looking so cool. Like it has looked like such a cool adventure. I've heard there's also a Grand Theft Auto 6. Like Grand Theft Auto 6 could be coming in the works soon. So, alrighty. Oh, that's one. The stream is played, yeah. Oh, I'm jealous. Everyone's got Diablo 4 but me. Nah, it's okay, guys. Purely enjoy. I'm late to the gym. I usually get my games a bit later. I've kind of, I want to say I've strayed away from the games because I do love video games so much. But man, now I'm jealous. Everyone's got Diablo. Sorry, I'm pulling this guy into my lap again, and you guys gotta give me like a warning. I gotta install like a buzzer or something. A reverse bot, so instead of a bot that censors you guys, one that yells at me. a bot that you guys could summon that can kick my ass. Alright. Okay, so we're just hitting these yellow dots. Something familiar about yellow dots, guys. Something lovely about yellow dots. Maybe it's just my connection. Maybe my go back to what's familiar. Maybe I just have lots of practice doing them. So oh, the Red Dead or Red Dead Online. So we just keep going with the dots. I'm starting to question if I'm making a smart decision or I'm just drowning everything in yellow. Time will tell. I'm gonna do the same thing with the staff. I'm gonna force myself. I'm just gonna keep going till I'm like, yeah, that was a good idea. So I can kind of tap these up. I just gotta tap this. Little tap that. All right. So okay. I think I have to switch from the yellow now. Maybe go a little bit of pink. I don't think I'm gonna come in with the Nurgle slime yet. Okay. Now what do we need to hit? Let's hit some gold. Let's hit some bright gold. Alright, so we're gonna use some hardened leather on this pouch. Okay, so we'll use the hardened leather here. We're gonna use pallid bone for the straps. Hopefully that picks up. This bone's coming down nice. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. That's looking nice. I don't know if I'm going to commit to this skull on this little blazer here. I don't know if I like that bone. Alright. Maybe we hit the fire? Yeah, I'm a lefty. You're a lefty too? Awesome, dude! Oh, I should be doing that with my left hand. Dude, that's so cool. It's funny because the one thing I've kind of like, when I watch my own stuff, the thing that throws me is the angle. Because most people are painting with their right hand, and you're looking at, you're backwards. So when you see this, I feel like it's just a different angle that you'd be looking at and go, why does it feel different? And I don't know why. But yeah, it is fun being a lefty. Alright, so we're making a mess here. We're gonna go in with this shiny gold. Okay, that's nice. I think we're gonna keep with that shiny gold. He's gotta have some nice bling, right? He's a sorcerer. He's gotta have something shiny, right? Alrighty. I think I might switch those spikes. Thank you. I might switch these spikes in his arm to silver instead of gold. I think the silver lead belcher will pop a little harder. Ooh. I think it's time to jump in with a little more of that cursed blade here. He's got that chainmail too in there. So we're just gonna pop this here. Yeah, Fridays at 7 every Friday. And eventually, I think I was listening to you, JP, because before you mentioned that before you mentioned that you were saying, you're like, hey man, you should be streaming again. And I thought, you know what? You're right. Why don't I? So I might start, and I'll kind of give props to Tyler as well, in that suggesting the canvas painting. You know, I like that idea. Maybe we make that another project of ours too, guys. I would feel kind of bad to progress on a project without you guys here. Like, if you had something to do, or if it was a bad time, I'd be like, oh man, I can't paint without my friends. I can't do that. That's not cool. And I keep forgetting that it records and it stays up there, so you can go back and see it if I post it. Well, it will post because it's live. But I like the idea of doing the canvas, and I appreciate you guys for giving me the suggestions and the confidence to go about that. That's pretty big, guys. I don't think I would have believed in myself to do that without you guys. You too, Keenline. I love you guys. No, that's the whole thing. Dude, we should paint them. We could do one together. We could broadcast. There, yeah. I like that. We can collaborate. Dude, let's. What am I at? I'm at 9:46. Jesus. The time goes by so fast, guys. What happens? I was like, I'm gonna paint these guys totally. And I didn't quite get there. So I'm not gonna get them totally done, but I'm gonna get this guy totally covered in color. We're not giving up. We're hitting speed now. Oh, I think I'm jumping the gun here. I'm jumping the gun. There we go. We're getting the yellow first. Alright, let's see how this fire goes. So a bit of yellow. And this way I'll be able to decide whether I want green flames or traditional red flames. Ah! Eeh. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I like that yellow. That'll be a good safe place to start for green or orange. So, there, not naked. It's got something. I think for this here, we're gonna go with something very bright. We'll start with some moot green, and we're gonna lift that way up. Do-do-do. Alright, I like this moot green. What do you guys think? You guys like this moot green? It's almost like a very bright... I almost want to call it chartreuse, but it's not that bright. Oh, don't fall! This guy's just prone to falling. Alright, I like that green. What do you think? Green flames, traditional flames? What do you guys think? So I'm just gonna tap a few of these. Sorry, I feel like I keep sucking them away and bringing them to myself. Oops, don't want that. Huh. This green is a little bright for his garb. We'll tone that down. You know what? Maybe we'll keep the bright green. I like it. You save me just in time. Inspired. Inspired and no second guessing, no questioning. There we go. Start with that green flame. Bam. Aces. Aces. Chaos green fire. Absolutely. Oh, F yeah. Tyler, thank you. Thank you, sir. See, this is where I'm saying. Sometimes we get hung up. Bleh. We get hung up. See, I can't even speak English, dudes. We get hung up in our own mind and think, oh, what do I do? What do I do? How do and then I freeze and then I can't think. You know, some backup. The druid covered with poison. Oh god, not again! Oh, that makes me smile, guys. Telling you, we make a hell of a team. Looking nice. Ooh. See that fly bump into me, I think. You guys see that? Alright. I like that green flame. We're gonna put some of that. I'm gonna brighten it up. I'm gonna put a little bit of the poison cloud on this. There we go. And we'll pop that with some fluorescence too. So let's break that out right now. Those are fun to play with. There we go, there we go. There we go. Looking good. Gonna go see this. A little green. We're just gonna tickle this with some fluorescence. And we're gonna tickle this. Whoa, God, this guy likes to spin. Oh, Nelly. Okay. Okay, that looks good. I like that flame. That is so nice and bright. I'm gonna slam a little bit of this yellow. Slam a little bit of yellow here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna glow. That's literally gonna glow. Oh, I can see. I'm kind of gonna have to go back in with that moot green, I think, because I can see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm kind of. I think I washed a bit of. I think my paint was a little thin there, and I might have washed a little too much off with that medium and kind of scratched it off. I don't know what these guys were primed with to start, but to be honest, it's been troublesome at times. Like, it kind of, whatever I've painted and primed over it is kind of buffed off. But you know, c'est la vie. You just gotta find a nice thick paint to cover it up, and hopefully it sits. All right. Boop, boop. All right, where are we at? Oh my goodness, I'm closing in on 10. A couple dungeon bosses that suck. Yeah, I've been seeing JP just tear through people right now with his the lightning storm. What class do you play, Tyler? I know JP runs the druid. It's actually been fun to watch. Like, whether it's lightning storms or tearing through as a bear, bearing through. It has been fun to watch. Boop. Druid as well. Oh, JP, another druid in the house, buddy. We were kind of laughing earlier because he was saying that a lot of people kind of seem to, I guess, shy away from druid over other builds, maybe sorcerers and other more hardy rat. Oh, werewolf and lightning. Okay. Team Bearwolf for the win. Yeah, the werewolf is pretty cool. Say JP runs the bear and the tempest stuff too. Currently looking for the heat-seeking tornadoes. The elusive items. It is fun to watch. I quite enjoy it. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of green around this. I don't know if I'm like what I'm doing is smart here. This might be a little too glowy. Like I might be hiding way too much fluorescence on his back right now. Yeah, that's a little off looking. So let's go back over with a little gray or gray green. Oh. All right. All right, looking good so far. I'm hitting the 3-hour mark, so I might, what I'll do, I'll probably hit these with some pallid bone. This looks like a bird foot with a little zealot yellow. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this blazer yet. I'm not too sure. But I'll get these 3 pieces done so he's in a good spot with some color everywhere. And then we can pick it up later on. Because as much as I like taking up all your precious time, guys, I know it's probably getting late or early wherever you are. And, you know, I'm sure, you know, Diablo's a calling. It's like, now I want to go play Diablo. Switch my live stream. Oh, jeez. Okay, so yeah, I need a pallid bone. Where are you hiding? There's the zealot yellow. There's a pallid bone. There we go. Oh, there we are. Excuse me. Excuse me. Keep going with this on the back side. Now, one of the oh, jeez, he keeps spinning. I gotta keep remembering that. Hold him in place. All right. So now that this is covered up, I'm gonna give this there's 2 little bubbles I missed. So we're just gonna get some nice bright green in there. And go chow, chow, chow. Ooh, you know what? I'll take it. It's a little messy, but we're going with it. Okay, so that should be good there. Well, Tyler, I appreciate it very much, man. You know, I don't have brothers, but I would consider all my friends my brothers. So I can understand wanting to get the game time, but like straight up, dude, I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, man. Like bottom of my heart, guys. It means so much to me. Like you know, I don't think I have the proper words to describe it. The most I can muster is, you know, I really appreciate you guys. You know, it damn near brings, you know, a tear to my eye as to how much it means to me and how much I never would have expected to have such good friends. Like, such good people to meet out of such fate, you know? Like, I'm not a big believer in, you know, fate and well, I can't not believe in cosmos, but like, shit, man, blows my mind. I've been wanting to, so would you guys object if I increased my rate of live stream? Because right now I'm only doing them Fridays, but I'd be willing to do them all the time. I don't want to like spam on you guys or anything, but like I would happily increase the rate. Usually things don't sit on my desk this long, so like I wouldn't mind if I put in some. Ah. Yeah. All right. Do it. I'll keep you guys posted on the times, and I'll keep you guys posted on the times, and I'll come up with a schedule, and you know I'd really like to do that canvas. I'd really like to do that canvas with you guys. Um, I think that would be a really fun journey to take together. And it's something new I've never tried. So you can watch me screw up gloriously, and it should be fun for all of us. I'll watch the others effectively. Okay, I appreciate that so much, guys. Like I tried to pinpoint that time that we could all kind of see and hang out together. Um, I'll just keep going more, and I'll keep my eyes open for you guys, and we'll take it from there. But I'll definitely try to get more up and out there. Thank you, thank you so much, guys. Like, it really means the world. Okay. All right. I'm having my moment. Thank you for letting me sit on my high horse for a while. Okay. Let's do a little recap of how far we got, and we'll take it from there. And we'll make a plan for our next one. So, we'll start off with Otto Glott. We gave him some nice little color here. Ooh. So we got a good amount of color here. We got the bug, the pink, the blue, the scythe, the bone, pretty much everything except the green. The green was what was the green and the airman blue. I don't know how I feel. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's clay. I don't know how I feel about some of this yellow. Some of it looks really nice. The stuff around the belly I really like. There's a couple of years that they don't blend well. They just kind of, they're there. I don't love them. Maybe I can green them up a bit. We'll see. But it's there. So, and then we got his little buddy, or his younger brother, Ethrac. And we got a little bit of hard green on his body, a little bit of glowing green. I kind of like the glowing green. It seems a little more magical. Good call on the green flames. I can't take credit for that one. That was not my decision. We got the staff done. Now, I was thinking this was a bird foot. I don't think it's a bird foot after all. Birds don't have thumbs. I'll figure that out. We got this little tentacle. His bell. He's looking pretty good. I think we'll hit some gold there. I know I did blue on that. I'm going to do gold on here so it'll contrast. And we'll still have that tainted gold carry over between them. Maybe I'll do that the crucible up there in gold too. We'll see. All right, so there's our two brothers here. Whoop. And there's our there's all of us. So, thank you for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna have to get running. Oh man, Kevin just came in. Is it? Yeah, certain. Yeah, yo, what up, dude? Good to see you. Oh man, I was actually just like close to wrapping up. Oh, dude, it's good to see you here. I'm glad you could make it, man. So I was actually just doing a. Oh, no worries, no worries. I was just actually going over what we finished today. No worries, man, no worries. I'm gonna try to post more live streams more often, and like, dude. So just for everyone else in the section here, the gentleman Serge that just came in is also a painter. Man, if you would like to, you know, I would love to do some painting or some collabo with you, dude. That'd be a lot of fun. Here. So before you go, I'll show you because I've been kind of showing everyone this. This is. I'm kind of thinking I'll do this on my next one. Ooh. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to my face one. Nope. So I'm planning on doing this on like this in oil paint, and it's kind of based off that painting by Chetzar. So, dude, I would love to hang out and rock with you. That'll probably be on one of my next live streams if it's not the Glottkin. Oh man, I feel bad that I'm just wrapping it up and you just came in. Oh, darn. Dude, I'm really sorry because I do have to get running now. But I will post on my tab. Oh, dude, don't worry. Dude, we'll coordinate, man. I can whip you around. Oh, it's all good. I'll keep the community posts up and the one. Oh, now I want a slushie. Oh, the feedback I get from my comment section is so influential to me. Whether it's paint colors or you know, slushies now. I want a slushie. Dude, that's awesome. That's so cool, dude. I love that. That is really cool. Okay. Well, I gotta get running, guys. Been a pleasure. Thank you so much for hanging out. I gotta laugh at this. So, JP, when you end your live stream and you wave, I'm waving back, dude. Like, I am doing this to my camera, even though you can't even see me when you're doing it. So, just so you know, everyone, take care. If you're waving, I believe you because I do it too. All right. Have a good night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Oh, camera. Oh, yes. And I appreciate you.